Live office hours coming at you. Let me just move this and yep, all right, it worked. Hot dog. Hallelujah. So excited. I probably have to let me throw the Zoom link in the chat and refresh this. All right. All right. While I'm waiting for people to jump on, I am gonna run and separate the dogs. So I will be right back. Come here, guys. Come here, Joe. Come. Guys, Joey, come here. Go. Wilson, leave him alone. Wilson, go lay down. Leave him alone. All right. 3 people watching on YouTube. We are live on Facebook and my business page. Welcome, say hello. If anybody wants to join in Zoom, come on. If anybody has any good places to buy a new couch, I could use the assistance because it looks like part of what they were doing was eating a couch cushion. Yes, that's what I said. So, look here, tired puppy. You can go lay down. Hey, Dawn. Glad to have you. I hope you're finding lots of great stuff. Yeah. They ate a couch cushion. Well, they ate part of it. He's been nibbling on it for a while, and I keep putting him in his crate, but I thought that they were only playing. Apparently, they were playing and eating a couch cushion. I've obviously got to put him in his crate when I go live. This is the foster puppy. Anybody interested? Pretty please. I just want visitation rights. I will totally take him for play dates. All right, well, all right, so we got 5 people watching now. Who's here? Say hello. What questions do we have? I'm going to tell you what, if you were not part of the last call that I just literally got off of with Renee, which for our weekly live, then you got to go back and watch that. Go back and get some of that information. We're going to be disseminating some of that information. We're going to have Michelle come back. But I'm telling you what, I was doing WTFF almost the entire call. I was, I mean, like, I need more Advil. And Green-Eyed Moose, hello. Welcome, glad to see you back. Yeah, I am like totally flabbergasted at some of the things that she talked about. For example, I mean, accounting. So if you did a forbearance on your home during COVID, when it was being allowed to help you get through COVID and no work and stuff like that, did you know that put a second mortgage on your house? Did you know that you will have to pay that back when you sell your house? We didn't, but we didn't have the forbearance. My husband worked the entire time. But yeah, I mean, how many people is that screwing over? Because they didn't know. How many people took the forbearance, still had the income coming in? Oh my goodness, excuse me. Get in here and lay down. Come on. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't have time to clean that up, but my foster puppy is teaching my heart puppy Jamesy bad habits. So I just locked them two in here with me so I know what they're doing. So yeah, I mean, how many people are going to be screwed over by that? We talked about tenancy and how death and divorce and Medicaid and all affect tenancy. So again, Renee and I are going to be disseminating that information. We are having Michelle come back at a future time. Next week, we've got Adam that will be live with us. And he is going to talk about how to get your contract ratified in this crazy market. I think somebody needs to explain to me the crazy market part first, because I don't know that part of it, but yeah, I took a bunch of notes. And I guess I'm behind the times with GTS. I didn't know that acronym, but and I'm not sure exactly how Michelle said it, but or meant it, but GTS for me is Google that shit. Am I allowed to say? Yeah, I'm not paid, so I think I can get away with that one. Anyway, do we have any questions? Open office hours, accounting, bookkeeping, taxes. Okay, so it is August 8th. You've got just over 2 months if you did not file your taxes on time. And if you haven't gotten your extension filed yet, then you've got just over 2 months left to get that done. And if you don't go ahead and get it done now, you're probably going to be sweating bullets come October 15th and it's still not be done. So go ahead, get it knocked out. If you need help, reach out. I've got several things in the works to try and help you guys out more. Those things will get announced as they come to fruition. But I won't be here for this live tomorrow. That's why I'm having it now. And I did figure out how to schedule these things again on YouTube with using Restream. So that's been pretty huge. There was a bit of a learning curve. And now I have to change my link every time I go live, but that's okay. I am super happy that I got it all figured out, and super happy to see you here watching now. We've got live on Facebook. We've got live on my business page also. So, but like, what do you guys got? What kind of questions? What do you want to talk about? Because I'm sure I could sit here and talk for another 45 minutes, but who wants to just hear me monologue? Give me something good to talk about. So I've been reading this book a little bit here and there. I just got another book in. What else? I am working on marketing. When you just do eBay, it makes it's so simple. Oh my goodness, it's so simple. You do a quality listing, you get halfway decent quality photos, you put the two together, and they do the rest for you, right? So when it comes to doing anything outside of eBay, it becomes pretty much a rude awakening on, okay, now what do I do? How do I market this? How do I get my information out there? And I am all about helping you guys use your income, whether it be from eBay or some other avenue, and repurposing it into another revenue stream. Don't forget. Green Eyed Moose says, don't forget, navigating their updated website seems to be daily. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot of changes lately. What I have seen are issues with listing, like when you write in the title and then it picks up the things, but for about 2 weeks, I had to click one of them before I could select all. Or because you guys know that I sell bras on eBay, then like Maidenform is a brand that's old as the hills, and they took it out. Like they took it out of the selections. It's not in there. I have to add it in, and it's a well-known brand. So I did a couple of the when you're on the listing page, the sending comments about I just bring back. And I think it was because it kept coming up. There was something it kept coming up as Iron Maiden. And I thought that was funny, but somebody must have took it out so that Iron Maiden didn't show up, but they took out Maidenform too. Probably somebody that just never heard of the brand. Would you please put people that know about bras in there for the things for bras, please? eBay, are you listening? Because I definitely figure that the algorithm picks up some of the things that we say and it'll get back to them. So hopefully that gets back to them. Green Eye Moose says we've noticed a few issues like that as well. Absolutely. And if anybody notices that I have been saying absolutely a whole lot lately, it's because I struggled with spelling definitely, and somehow or another I got switched over to absolutely, which I can spell with no issues. So it's become my new word. I'm gonna get a shirt that says, or no, I'm gonna make a shirt that says absolutely. Maybe I'll make some stickers too. Put my logo on it, and then around it, I'll put absolutely. All right. Green Eye Moose says main issue with ours for the last 2 months has been yo-yo sales, up and down outrageous amounts. All right, so question, and I wish I could do more than just through the chat, but I fell off the wagon, was very inconsistent. I was trying to get rid of a lot of things that were in my store, so I wasn't listing new items for a couple of months. And I say that because if you're in the group, then you know that Tech has talked about if you just get back on it and you're consistent for a couple of weeks, your sales will come back. And so what I did was, and it's been, I started the last week of June, And I went back with listing 5 new items a day while I was still fixing things. And then because I don't want my store to be very big, I really don't want to list. I don't think I ever want to list more than 15, but 10 would be a nice number to deal with. So then I went to 6, and I did 6 for a couple weeks, and my sales started coming back pretty steady. And then I stayed at 6, but I was having sales days that were larger than 6 items. So what I'm doing now, and I'm going to continue doing for a little bit until I'm always selling more than 6, is that my main goal is 6, and then I list however many sold. So if I sold 6, then I'll list 6. If I sold 3, I'll still list 6. But if I sell 10, then I'm going to list 10. So that's where I'm at right now. And I was looking at this morning, and my traffic, I'm not a big person on looking at the traffic and stuff like that, but my sales conversion rate has gone back up. It had gone down to 1.7, and it is up at it's back to 2.3 now. My click-through rate is 0.3%. So those I think are pretty good for clothing sellers in general. My item being that most of what I sell is bras, is what's it called, an evergreen. So yeah, that's kind of where I am with my store right now. It is growing. I'm getting my sales are up. Currently for this month, I'm averaging listing 7 and selling 7. So Green Eye Moose says, up to the start of this month, we haven't missed a single day listing, 15 items every day, 7 days a week since November. We are fixing the bottom of our store. Perfect. That's great. And I have found that the more older stuff that I get out, the better my sales were getting too. So Green Eye Moose says, we set our listing goal at the beginning of this month of 10 brand new items and fixing new items daily. I'm fixing at least 20 items a day. Sales conversion rate is 2.3. Great. So I'm going to say something else. And if you are a part of the group, then maybe close your ears because it's taboo in the group. But I don't do it like every week. I'm doing it once a month, and I did it last month, and a lot of those items sold. So I took the oldest 200-ish items, ended all of them, did sell similar, and lumped them all back in once last month, and I had a lot of those items sell through the month. I can tell that it's time to do it again because most of what I'm selling right now are newer items. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to take like the oldest 200 items and them sell similar, but I'm going to do it here and then in a little bit when I go on vacation. So hey, Renee, welcome back. Anybody can join in on the Zoom. I don't have to sit here and talk to chat. You guys are welcome to come into Zoom. So anyway, the sell similar is totally been a game changer for my older items. And all of those items are ones that I had already fixed. So I don't have to, I don't have to go back and look at them again. All I have to do is grab them, end them, and then resubmit them. So I'm like I can look back and sort by SKU and then pull the ones that I've already fixed, and then I'll fix enough to get me to another 200 and go with that. But it has definitely helped. In fact, I sold one from my oldest box that got shipped today. So super happy that another super old item is gone. It was in the 2000 range and I'm at the 7,000. I just hit 7,000 in my SKUs. So all right, we got 6 people watching. I know that Dawn is sourcing, Green-Eyed Moose is here, Renee is here. I don't know who else is here, but I appreciate all of you being here. Do we have any more? We haven't had any questions yet, so I'm just kind of doing a monologue at the moment. Renee, I don't know if you heard, but I was talking about a little bit about our podcast we just finished up with Michelle. Phew, man, that was something else. What else do we got? Oh, I am drinking my water laced with apple cider vinegar. I'm down over 10 pounds. Yay me. I haven't even been walking the last 2 weeks. It's been hot, so humid. Really need to move somewhere else. Green-Eyed Moose says, we are going to try and keep fixing listings and hopefully see some difference soon. We have a lot of items that are titled incorrectly. Yes. I had bad titles, bad pricing. I had bad all kinds of things. So, yep. 10. I'm only weighing myself like once a week on generally like on Wednesday. So yep. This well, I'm reusing the bottle. So this is just water with apple cider vinegar in it. And this is betaine HCl. And so it's betaine hydrochloric, is it doesn't say on here. Anyway, betaine HCl. It helps digestion. And I will tell you, Sunday, I didn't take it all day. And come Sunday night, my husband was asking what was wrong with me because, well, let's just say that there was a lot of gas. And when I told him I didn't take my medicine all day, he said, I will completely remind you on a regular basis going forward. So it has really helped a lot with my digestion. So I'm really glad that I'm taking it. And I'm expecting that as my body becomes more able to process what I'm eating going forward with the extra acid and stuff, then that I'll see other changes like in my skin and my hair and my nails and stuff. Green-Eyed Moose says, I can tell when I consolidate inventory, all the boxes on the top, I get more space out of. That's great. And the top of our store is selling. I feel just fine. That is awesome. Yeah, I'm really happy with where my store is right now. I am okay, so I am trying to just maintain that as I work on some of these other projects that I've got going on. I did I did do a marathon. So if you're in the group, I posted in the group. So I took Sunday, I took 97 sets of photos and used a few of those for Sunday's listing. And then yesterday I did a marathon listing and listed and built all the listings into drafts for the remainder of the photos. So it ended up being 93 listings that I built yesterday. I've never done that many in one day. I was exhausted at the end of the day. But I didn't just do them straight because I couldn't, my mind would start wandering. So if you're watching and you have an eBay store, you can totally do it. The more niche down you are, the faster the photos go, the faster the listings go, because you're really repeating the same words and just with different brands and sizes. But I would do, maybe I do 10 or 15 and I go do some laundry. I do 5 and then I, check social media, or it was just, I had to keep varying it up throughout the day because after the first 20, my brain couldn't focus on more than 5 to 10 at a time. And it still took me a long time because I'd do that 5 to 10 and then I'd go off for an hour and then come back. So it was an interesting experience. I do feel like if I continually do that I will get better. And I like the fact that it's done. Like my week's worth of listings are done. I can now just concentrate on doing my my projects and working on my other my accounting business and stuff like that. So that for me is pretty significant. So I think I'm going to continue that process. I may need to do, maybe I'll try and figure out how to do like all of my photos on Friday and then all of my listings on Monday. Yeah, it definitely was a lot. I don't, I mean, Tech used to do that 7 days a week by himself. Yeah, no, I can't. Because it's going to take me a week before I'll be ready to take the pictures again, let alone do the listings again. But if, like I said before, I think if I got to 10, I would probably be pretty happy with listing and selling 10 a day. That should, for me, that should be right around $1,000 a week. If I manage to get to, well, okay, so if I could do 100, then I could manage to do 105, right? So 105 would be 15 listings a day, 7 days a week. So I could do 105 sets of photos and then 105 listings, and I can probably get to where I could do most of those in one day instead of splitting it up. But I mean, that's a goal, right? It's a goal. I'll just keep pushing towards the goal and see where I get to. But I really, really, really like that I accomplished it. So now I know that I can do it. And now that I know I can do it once, I know I can do it again. And if I know I can do it once and I know I can do it again, I can do it faster the next time. So that's going to be my goal, is to get to where, because I can take the pictures pretty fast. I can take the pictures and let's see, 100 would be, if I take my time, I could do 104 hours, and then I should be able to do the listings in 4 hours. So I should be able to do that in an 8-hour period. If I'm just doing that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next week, because I'm not going to be listing 15 a day. So at least that way I can build some of a draft bank and be ahead for some things. But I really, really like that all I have to do is ship every day and do my customer service, and that's it. Everything else is done. Those things are easy. All right, it is 35 minutes in. What kind of questions? Does anybody have any topics they want to talk about? Okay, so, we talk about marketing. I want to know if anybody that's watching is doing something other than eBay, other than reselling. I know Renee does. Mommy hasn't showered. She's got a lot of stuff going on. Oh, she's got a TikTok store now, people. So she's creating merchandise for her TikTok store. That's pretty cool. Let's see. So marketing. Does anybody else realize that mock-ups, you have to do you do mock-ups for any kind of products? It's basically, it's your advertising images. I had some kind of a mental block going on that I did not realize that I could do a mock-up, that it was called a mock-up for the image that I wanted to do for my workbook. I was feeling very not so great. So yeah, so after we get done with this, that's like my next step, is to look at trying to do some mock-ups for my workbook. I am getting ready to move it off of Gumroad over to my website. So there's that. So I would like to have some nice pretty info pictures to put on there, so the people that find it can get some of that with a nice graphic, that like a sales screen graphic that takes you to different links for the information. Oh, and speaking of which, so mommy hasn't showered. Renee says, send me your images, don't forget. So yeah, I'm going to do that, because once I get the image and I send it to you, I'm actually going to try and do some myself. So you have all the experience that I don't have. So I'm really going to be looking at what yours looks like compared to what my inexperience does. So yeah. So that should be interesting, at least to me. It's crazy the amount of the different things that you have to do when you don't have something like a platform like eBay to sell on, and you've got to bring in your own customers, your own clients. And people complain so much about what eBay charges and fees, or what Poshmark charges, or what Etsy charges, or Mercari, all of these different platforms, but you don't realize what you're getting for that money. Like, you've got a place to list, You've got templates to list with. You don't have to come up with that stuff on your own. You've got traffic that's being sent to you. All you have to do is follow the rules and you get to sell stuff. Speaking of selling stuff, I mean, if you are looking for some way to make money or earn money, not make it, we're not printing money, earn money, you're going to get a higher return on $1 selling through one of these platforms than on anything else. Stocks, savings, none of it comes anywhere close. I mean, that's not to say every single item, you have to choose good items, but yeah, nowhere close. So it is hands down, a solid way to earn a second income, a side hustle, a whole business. And then you build that up and you take money out of that to start another one. Green-Eyed Moose says, one thing that was helpful for us why we purchased your spreadsheet was the YouTube video was helpful to see how it would work with our business. Right. And I'm glad that I have done some of those. However, I feel like because the last two that I did, one was the January live, and then the other one was the update that I stuck in at the beginning of the February live. I think that I need to go back and just do another standalone walkthrough video to explain the workbook. And because I don't think I ever linked it in Gumroad to the newer videos. So I'm going to do that. Also, I have a coaching thing that is coming. I've got blogs and emails and all kinds of stuff that are coming, but learning how to do the things and actually implementing them and finding people to help me do the things. It's taking longer than I wanted. I'm very impatient and like I wanted it all done by now. And here we are 8 days into August. And I thought that I was going to have most of this stuff rolling by the first couple of days of August. And I don't have any of it rolling yet. So I managed to get one social media post for Mondays scheduled out. That's the only thing I got. That's the only thing I accomplished. But I have the people in place. I'm just waiting for the things to get done. All right. So we got like 17 minutes left, and this is turned into mostly a monologue. So I apologize to anyone watching the replay. What do we have any questions? Anything? Give me something to talk about. I'm looking at the chat over here. The camera's here. I have a tendency to look and then forget to look back so that I'm talking to you. All right, so I ordered something from Amazon and it took them forever. It was like one of those warehouse second type things. And I was like, well, shoot, this is a great deal. I'm definitely doing this. I'm getting this. So it took them forever. They were like, do you still want it? And I'm like, yeah, I still want it. And so it finally arrived this morning and it was not the item it was supposed to be. So I immediately sat down and scheduled the return. So I have to go pack that up and take that to the drop off. Waste of time. Not happy about that. I've had really good luck with the warehouse returns, but that monstrosity right there, that is one of those corduroy beanbag bed chair thingies, and we don't really use it for the chair part. We use it for to lay out in front of the couch, and I mean, it's great for that, but I want one of those covers that are like waterproof and stuff that I can easily take off and wash. That just covers the foam, so there's nothing there to I can't take it off and wash it. And the covers are like $130. It's crazy. All right. I'm glad I didn't talk as much in the last live, because having to talk in this one. What else do we got? Let's see. Once I move the workbook, I will still find a way to make sure that all the updates still go through. I will probably add updates to Gumroad each time, at least until I can get everybody moved over to whatever the new system is. But it won't be stuff that's live to purchase anymore. Not from Gumroad. Super excited about getting the things done on my website. For those of you that haven't checked the website out, it is Cheryl, SAWCHERYL.com. So sawcheryl.com. There are a couple of freebies on there in exchange for your email address. I promise I won't spam you. But there is a business checklist, and it's currently called a quiz, but I'm concerned that people are being scared off by the word quiz. So it's an assessment, and it will just tell you kind of where you stand with certain aspects of your business. It just kind of gives you rate the things, and then it gives you a list of the topic with your rating, and then you get the opportunity to kind of focus in on those things. And it's a forerunner for where I'm going with my business, which is we'll be offering a guided course to help you change those things and grow those things and improve those things wherever it is that you're struggling, or improve areas that you're not struggling in. So that's one of the things that's coming. So go take the assessment. Let me know what you think of it. It's like I said, it says quiz. Don't be scared about quiz. It's not like you're getting a graded paper on it. As always, please hit the like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I appreciate that. I am trying to grow the channel. I am trying to get to more people, and it always helps when you guys hit the like button. And I don't know why, but everybody talks about that in all the YouTube videos. So I figure like everybody should just know. Since I started actually making YouTube videos, I try harder to remember to go back and hit the like button. All right, well, we got like 10 minutes. I don't feel like this was super beneficial to you guys, but I wanted to come clean. So I finished updating my books and this morning, and when I did, I realized that I had completely forgotten to go grab my transactions from, we got Nats, from PayPal. So I had grabbed the income that had come in, but I had not grabbed the expenses that I had paid through PayPal. So yeah, I had to go do that this morning. And then I realized that part of those expenses, because if you are using eBay labels and you have your eBay labels go through PayPal, all of the sales, the seller fees that is on eBay includes the cost of the label. So don't add that. Delete those transactions. If you download your CSV file and copy and paste it into the workbook, then delete the transactions that are shipping if they are shipping from eBay, because you only need to grab the one total from your performance sales tab in order to put in your seller fees for the month. So I have to go back and fix that on mine because I forgot that little piece of the puzzle when I was doing it this morning. But I caught it right away. And I'm pretty impressed with the newest version, which was updated in February. And in February, so if you don't have the newest version, it has income projection on it on the totals page. So whatever you've done up to the date, if you look at like for the end of July, then you can see what you are currently projected to do should everything stay the same, what you're currently projected to do for the year. So I was pretty excited to have it all updated and see that I'm still on target for this year where I want to be. And I'm actually looking at, what can I do to improve over the next couple of months and really have a phenomenal fourth quarter. So between eBay and all the things, excuse me, it's Nat season in Maryland. I specifically try not to bring fruit home, but I did bring bananas home this week, and it's ridiculous. So if you don't have the updated version that was updated in February, go grab that. If you need any help with that, let me know. You can book any time on my website. If you need any help with booking, let me know. Right now, I've got Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays open. for appointments those afternoons. If you are a client that has been working with me and you need something else, you can reach out. Oh, and I have, if you were, let's see, if you were part of the live podcast last week, reach out if you want to possibly see whether I can help you save money on electric, gas, health insurance, phone bill, and then there's some travel stuff. There's a few things. Home security, identity theft, security. So I know I've had a few people that I do taxes for that have had or help with taxes that have had identity theft issues in the past. So it's a definite thing. I wish it wasn't, but I guess that is, you know, even more prevalent with the internet. All right. Well, this is pretty much done. I don't have anything else. So if no one has any questions last minute, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here and get some more work done. And clean up the mess that the puppies made out in the living area. All right. Give it a few seconds to catch up since there's a lag for YouTube and for Facebook. All right, it's all caught up. All right, thanks everyone for coming today. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that was here for the live with Renee and myself and Michelle and what we learned then and what we have, you know, talked about here in this hour. I will be back next Tuesday with Renee and we will have a guest, Adam Elm, our mortgage specialist, with us. He will be talking about how to get your contract ratified in this crazy market. And then we will have open office hours next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, which is the 16th of August, which was my mama's birthday. So we'll be back next Tuesday and a week from Wednesday next week. See you then. Have a great week. Bye.